I think that there are not, outside of Australia and Singapore, there are not really many first-rate institutes in the world studying Southeast Asia. I think that there's a real shortage. You know, if a country is trying to train specialists, and you tell a bright young person, if you study Chinese, there are 1.3 billion people, there are lots of opportunities in business and trade and government, then you can attract bright people. But if you have them working on, say, Thailand or Malaysia or even Indonesia, they're relatively small countries in terms of the world economy. And would you make your career working on that country? I think it's difficult for individuals or for universities to develop the kind of expertise about small countries that we have about big countries. And so I think there is a great deal that needs to be done about our understanding of Southeast Asia to bring it up to world levels of research on China, Japan, and Korea. Korea is a rather interesting, relatively small country that has taken knowledge very seriously and has worked very hard to train people in foreign languages and research centers and to help build up centers on Korean studies around the world. So I think that there are fairly good centers around the world for the study of China, Japan, South Korea, but we're still very much lacking such centers on Southeast Asia. Of course, in Europe, there are many centers studying those parts of the world. I think the Chinese, looking at Africa and Latin America now coming in, could bring a fresh approach to those countries. It's not always a positive approach. Sometimes they send in their own workers, and they're so concerned only with the immediate issue of extracting resources that they don't really have a broader vision and don't develop a deep understanding of the entire country. But I think that may develop, that may change. Even if they start into African countries or Middle East and out of resources, I think over the next few years as China increases its role in world affairs, it may well have fresh specialists. It's a large enough country that it can have specialists on all parts of the world. If you say, could a small country like Belgium or Singapore have a large number of specialists on each African country? It's ridiculous. You could not hope to have that. But China is so big they could do that. And I think that the Chinese research centers could well add to our understanding of world affairs. And the exchange between China, research centers in China and the United States and elsewhere can have a very positive impact in the future.